Good day and welcome to another edition of Citizens Movement Radio News. Today is Wednesday, 16 March 2026. I'm Katie Chuma, ready to bring you the latest news and updates. Here are today's headlines on Citizens Movement Radio News. Resist the nonsense, says President Chamisa as he urges citizens to reject Bill number 3. Chibaya urges citizens to flood Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 public hearings. Outcry over limited venues for Bill number 3 public hearings. Now let's take a look at our stories in detail. Popular opposition leader Advocate Nelson Chamisa has urged citizens to reject the gazetted Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3, which is set for public hearings from 30 March to 2 April. In a statement released yesterday, the People's President said it's concerning that ZANU-PF is holding its meetings freely across the country, while the opposition is having their meetings disturbed, disrupted and stopped. Advocate Chamisa urged citizens to resist repression of their right to assemble and association. He also said the stopping of citizens from holding meetings to discuss the bill clearly shows that the bill is not from the people as claimed by ZANU-PF. Let's hear what citizens say about President Chamisa's call for resistance.
Hello, citizens. Hello, Zimbabwe. Tony Shava here. I just want to comment on what is happening in Zimbabwe at the moment currently. How the regime is suppressing every voice that is speaking against the 2030 agenda. It is quite clear that the 2030 agenda is not something that the Zimbabweans want. And it is very true and very clear that the regime knows this and they do understand it. Therefore, they want to enforce it onto people. And it's not new to us because ZANU-PF has always enforced uh, uh, their beliefs on people, what they wanted to do, their agendas on people. We understand that this 2030 issue is a ZANU-PF issue. But being a ZANU-PF issue, they want to take it to another level where it becomes a national issue. And it is here at the moment as we speak. It has become a national issue, and this is exactly what they wanted, and they're pushing for it. And it's quite very unfortunate that they are using those lame tactics whereby they force the people to do what they don't want to do. They are forcing people's will because they know that people's will is not to have that 2030 agenda enforced on them. People want to choose what they want to choose. Now people are talking about the referendum. I don't even know why we have to go as far as that. The honest truth is that this 2030 agenda is nonsensical and it does not align with the constitution that was chosen by the people, that was written by and for the people in 2013. It was approved by the people. Everyone agreed that elections are going to be held after every 10 years, after every 5 years, I mean to say. And every leader who comes into office, they are prescribed their 10 years, their 5 years, and they are allowed to stand for at least 10 years if they are re-elected. But after those 10 years, they are done their mandate and they must leave power. But in Zimbabwe, it's a different story. They want to force the change, hence beating up people who are there to enlighten and guide the Zimbabwean masses so that they can understand what exactly is happening, because not everyone knows what is happening. Not everyone understands the significance of what is about to happen. Not everyone understands how this can affect them, how this can affect their future, how this can affect what is happening in the country at the moment. Because we see things have gone down in our country, but the same people who have made things to go down, they still want to cling to power, and it's very unfortunate, and we totally don't agree with that.
Citizens have been urged to flood venues for Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 public hearings, which are set to run from 30 March to 2 April 2026. One of the officials in the opposition and former Mkoba North Member of Parliament, Honorable Amos Chibaya, has urged citizens to attend the hearings in their numbers in order to input their views rejecting the bill. Let's hear Honorable Chibaya speaking.
Fellow citizens, I want to urge you all, let us attend the public hearings for the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Let's attend in our numbers, starting on the 30th of March to the 2nd of April. Let us claim our authority. Let's not be intimidated. Zimbabwe is our country. Zimbabwe belongs to us. Makadiko muri yeZimbabwe kumatimana kwamuri. Ndinokukwazisai nemufaro wakadzikadzika kwazvo. Ndoda kutora mukana uno kuzivisa mhuri yese yeZimbabwe kuti nguva iya yatanga takamirira yasvika yekuti tinotaridza kuti nyika ino inyika yedu sevana veZimbabwe. Handei tose kumapublic hearing achanoitwa nenyaya amendment yebumbiro remutemo kutanga musi wa30 March kusvika musi wa2 April. Ngatibudei tese kwese kune mavhenya, munhu wese ngaabude. Tinoratidza kuti aiwa hatidi kuti nyika yedu imbunyikidzwe, hatidi kutorerwa simba redu. Bumbiro remutemo harisi rebato, bumbiro remutemo harisi rezvematongero enyika, bumbiro remutemo nderenyika. Chinonzi nyika chiko ndisu vana veZimbabwe, chinonzi nyika chiko isu macitizens emuZimbabwe. Saka ngatitaridzei simba redu kuti simba redu renyika yedu risatorwa nevanhu vashoma vanenge vachida kudya upfumi hwenyika, vana veZimbabwe vachidya nhongo dzezvironda. Saka kwese kwatiri ngatibudei tinde kumapublic hearings aya. Musavhundidzirwa. Tinovaziva vanorarama nokuvhundidzirwa. Musavhundidzirwa. Nyika yeZimbabwe inyika yedu.
There is public outcry over Parliament's decision to limit venues of Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 public hearings. In Masvingo Central, former MP Jefferson Chitando said there is only one venue in a district with over 40 wards. He said ZANU-PF is deliberately avoiding the people's voice in their bid to extend Emmerson Mnangagwa's presidency. Let's hear more from Chitando.
People were shocked here at Mchakata, Rupike, and the Chatikobo in Masvingo Central, which we visited, and were notifying them that Parliament has gazetted Chidzikwe, which is in Masvingo West, as the venue for the public hearing for the amendment number 3. People were shocked. They were disappointed that during the consultations of COPAC, they had 3 meetings per ward, but now we have got only 1 meeting for the 40 rural wards plus 10 urban wards, which are to congregate at Chidzikwe tent. We do not know the capacity of that tent. They've also said that the people in rural areas should be using emails, but as far as we know, more than 90% of the people in rural areas do not have emails. Even if they have emails, they might not have the data to send those messages. So it's very difficult. ZANU-PF does not want people to air their views on this amendment.
One of the officials in the opposition, Comrade Gift Ostalos Ziziba, has called for the opposition to unite and resist the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Posting on his social media platforms, the youthful politician called opposition players to unite for the common good of Zimbabwe to confront ZANU-PF dictatorship. He added that despite differences, the opposition must find a way to unite and resist ZANU-PF attempts to violate the constitution. despite the brutal attacks they were subjected to by ZANU-PF thugs 2 weeks ago. National Constitutional Assembly NCA leader Professor Love Momaduku is stopping at nothing in mobilizing citizens to oppose the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Over the weekend, the defiant opposition leader was in Mutoko, where he addressed the villagers, urging them to resist the 2030 agenda ahead of the parliamentary public hearings. In his address, Professor Maduku said ZANU-PF detector Emmerson Mnangagwa will have to walk over dead bodies if he is going to succeed in his bid to extend his term of office beyond 2028. Let's hear him speaking.
Line yake yakadhiwa 2026 2028 murikuzaka Mnangagwa 2026 Mnangagwa 2028 Mnangagwa 2028 zirapa musoro pegomo murikuzaka kuenda pamusoro pechi Mnangagwa Mnangagwa zvekuti tavakuenda 2030 ngauraye tione makuwa aanoda kutsika achienda 2020 kuona makuwa achaitwa naMnangagwa nevanhu vavo vachitsika pamusoro pemakuwa kuti vasvike 2020 Niramuguwa vakaitadza vaenda mukuwa 1 rikazisa saka ndavakaiwo ndinozoziva ndiwo zviripo mazimangu yako yakoitirwa kainono unoziva kuti aiwa wakauya akati Mnangagwa 2020 atizomiri panyaya iyoyo havafaniri kutenderwa kutora nyika kuita nyika yavo ukauya chenedza udzakwana ukaonera kaivanda kuti iite kunge yakingdom yavo ndochiti nyaya makazwa kuti adi tarowewe saka tauya ndo mando andakabvita handize kubva nhasi kwenda mberi munozozwa nesechereketa chatinoda kunokumbira kuti muite zvine zviro zviri chekutanga nechekuti kana watindirana kuti hanuzvidi kungoreketawo namo kuti haina handidi usikakwanisi kureketa wechitya namata kuti mwari weye handidi
Amalgamated Rural Teachers Union of Zimbabwe, ATUZ, have said they are going to lodge a complaint to the Ministry of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage following the assault of the members by state security agents in Cholocho on Saturday. ATUZ President Obed Masaraure condemned the attack on the union's members, calling it a cowardly to intimidate workers from demanding better working conditions. First Lady Auxilia Mnangagwa has received criticism from women rights groups after she visited the jailed serial killer and rapist Annie Motshekga. Amai Mnangagwa justified her decision, saying she wanted to understand the mindset of Zwitha. One of the women leaders in the opposition, Stabile Mlilo, slammed Amai Mnangagwa for ignoring the plight of the families victims of Zwitha, preferring to interface with the murderer. Let's hear Mlilo speaking.
Good afternoon, listeners. It's really sad that we've got a whole first lady who actually goes and sees a murderer instead of going to see people who are actually victims of this person. So really, one wonders why would she go there? She's not maybe a therapist who would actually maybe go and talk to this person, a psychologist, because we really, to tell the honest truth, one does not understand why one would actually go and see someone who has killed so many people, someone who's actually testifying that yes, I've killed so many people. One would actually say for a mother of a nation, one would want to go and visit the victims. We have not heard her talk of the victims. We have not seen her going to to actually see the family victims, and this really it's so embarrassing, to say the least. It's very, very embarrassing for a first lady to actually do that, and for one to actually maybe justify herself to say she wanted to understand. What's there to understand? This person is a murderer. This person is someone who was just supposed to be killed. If we still had the law which actually talked about one getting a death sentence because he has killed so many people, then there's no need to for one to actually talk to this person because this person is a murderer. So it keeps us wondering why would the first lady actually go and see this person, this murderer, instead of going to comfort the victims' families? Thank you so much.
A private plane with 2 people on board crash landed in Zaka in Masvingo province yesterday, killing 1 person and injuring the other. The deceased was a man who died on the spot from explosion that caused him to engulf in flame. The other passenger was a woman who was rescued by villagers and is currently hospitalized with injuries to the legs. The causes of the crash is yet to be known as police are still carrying out investigations. Chipinge South Member of Parliament Honorable Clifford Hlajwayo has expressed concern over the government's failure to provide clean and safe drinking water in rural areas. Speaking in Parliament last week, Honorable Hlajwayo said most citizens in rural areas are at risk of waterborne diseases like cholera and typhoid because they drink from the same uncovered water sources with animals. He said the government has an obligation in line with the Constitution to provide clean, safe and potable water to every citizen. In our sports news, in the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League, the Battle of Zimbabwe ended with no winner as Dynamos and Highlanders drew 2-2. Here are results of other matches. Agama 0, Bulawayo Chiefs 1, Moss 1, Tel 1, Simbapora 0, Hunters 0, FC Platinum 2, Manika Diamonds 0, Chicken Inn 2, Triangle United 0, Caps United 1, Herentals 0, ZPC Kariba 0, Hard Rock 1. Arsenal moved 9 points clear at the top of the English Premier League following their dramatic 2-0 win over Everton, while second-placed Manchester City could only manage a 1-1 draw at West Ham. Here are results of other matches played over the weekend. Liverpool 1, Tottenham 1, Manchester United 3, Aston Villa 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Fulham 0, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0, Crystal Palace 0, Leeds United 0, Sunderland 0, Brighton 1, Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. Brentford play Wolves today. To conclude our Citizens Movement radio news, here are the headlines once again. Resist the nonsense, says President Chamisa as he urges citizens to reject Bill number 3. Chibaya urges citizens to flood Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 public hearings. Outcry over limited venues for Bill number 3 public hearings. This is the end of our bulletin. Good day.